Hello everybody, this is Arya and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be planning for April. If you're new here, then the method in which we do this is first we review March, and then after the March review, we will plan for April. And then after that, and this time I'm also keeping a how to actually stay on track segment so that you know how, like, the perspective in which I think about it, and that's going to be about it. So you can either pause this video as I give you the prompts, or you can watch it all in one setting and then go back, write down the prompts, and then do your planning. So the first thing is March review. And before we start off with that, I'm just going to tell you to just not be too critical of yourself, because oftentimes we look at the entire month based off what we've done in the past 3-4 days. And if those have been unproductive, we just tell ourselves that no, I did not do anything, and I'm not working hard. Well, I want you to look at your journal or planner, whatever, and take an overview of the whole month before you answer this question, not just how the past recent few days have been. Okay. So in monthly review in March, the first prompt will be your top 5 accomplishments. These don't have to be purely academic or purely something that other people understand, just something that was an accomplishment for you that you have not been able to do and you did it. It's like, for me, this whole month I have been pretty consistent with gym, and most people who are consistent will not consider it an achievement, but for me it was. So, like that, I want you to write down top 5 of your accomplishments. Then the next prompt is, what do I wish was different? So this month, based off what has like happened, what did you think you should have done differently this month? It can be anything in academics. You wish you studied in the morning instead of at night. It can be that you did things a certain way, like you, instead of watching lectures, you read textbooks first or whatever. So what do you wish was different in any aspect or area of your life? And again, something that you can control. What do I wish was different can't be like something that is not in your control at all. Then what's going well, or like, how was this month nicer compared to February, if you know what I mean? That there must be one thing that happened that went right the whole month of March. So I want you to think about it and write it down. Then this is highlights. So what were like your top memorable moments from a month? That when I think what were like the happiest moments this month, your brain instantly goes back to those moments. So yeah, write them down so that you know that you do have a lot to be grateful for. Then the next prompt is, what is a lesson that you learned this month? So it does not have to be like very new or something that you didn't know, but just something that was reminded to you this month that, see, this is exactly why you should not do this, or this is exactly why you should do this. So yeah, a lesson that you learned. Then next month, I'm excited about what? What are you excited about next month? Is there like a trip coming up, or are you just excited to be working hard and giving it your all? Okay, like this is the month you like lock in throughout the month or whatever. So yeah, just write 2-3 things about what are you excited about. Then the next prompt is, this is a pretty big one, so pay attention. That on a scale of 1 to 10, how well do I think I'm working towards achieving my dream life or goals? Okay, like on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is that I've lost track, I don't even know what I'm working towards, and I have just like gone off the rails. And 10 is that I'm pura aligned, I am also working hard, I know what I want, I know what I need to do to get it, and I'm also working towards it. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how aligned do you think what you're doing every day is with your goals? Like, my goals are to crack NEET PG, then I want to have like a very good physique where I can like run a kilometer or two without like exhausting myself, then to have a good diet. So, like, in the ideal version of myself in my head is an Arya who does all those things. So, right now, how I'm living and how the changes I'm making to my life, how aligned I am that one day, if I continue this and don't change a thing, how likely am I to be doing those things? Okay, the light went, so I'm just going to resume this in a minute. Okay, so I'm not going to think too much about what the light going. The second I'm talking about my goals and dreams and working towards them means. But yeah, sure. And I'm not going to cut it out because you should understand the real behind the scenes of making these videos. It's not as glamorous as everybody thinks. Okay, so that is done. So yeah, write like a para on if your score is low, then what you can do to improve it, and if it is high, then what you should do to keep going. And again, don't be too critical of yourself and don't be too arrogant about yourself. Okay, like if you want to find a solid middle ground where you can look at yourself like neutrally and suggest changes that you like should make. Then these two are the prompts that are like different from last time. These are the newly added ones. So the first is, what is the most productive or consistent habit that you followed in March? Like one thing that like you just genuinely stayed consistent with it and it helped you out a lot. Okay, so that we can continue it this month too. And the second thing is the most destructive or regrettable habit. And I know it is going to be doom scrolling for a lot of you, so yeah, that should tell you something. But yeah, what is the most destructive habit that you just regretted every single time you did it, and still you did it a lot of times over the month? Okay. So now that that was our monthly review, now that that is done, we are going to move on to the actual title of the video, April planning. So, firstly, I want you to like make a layout like this, or if you have a journal, you'll already have something like this where you have all the days in like boxes and the dates written. So, you're going to cross out all the days where you will not be able to stick to any plan or schedule, or days which are just not in your control. Like you're maybe planning a trip, going somewhere, going home, whatever. So that even though the month looks like it's 30 days, you need to know the amount of net days you have, which are solely in your control. And this is going to do two things. Firstly, it's going to make you realize that the month is not 30 days. And secondly, you will like not stress over the days that are not in your control anyway, because we did not consider them while planning. Okay, so after you've done that, looking at the number of days, pick whatever subjects you want to do, one or two. Three is too much for me. But yeah, so one or two subjects, and like open their index and write down the subtopics you want to anyhow complete by the end of this month. And I will like come through the screen and slap you if you take like a lot of chapters that you just know are not humanly possible, but you're like, I'm going to study 12 hours a day every single day. No, I want something that is realistic and that can be achieved if you have like 4 to 5 hours of a daily studying time. Okay, so yeah, write down those topics and then divide them in the weeks that you're gonna do this in this week, this in this week. No day wise like div- sorry, I'm mumbling. No dividing them like day wise, because that is just like too much and I know you won't be able to follow through it that specifically. So yeah, and then after you've done that, after you've done your major academic goals, we are going to the next thing that is one of the most important things when it comes to habit tracking. That is the habit tracker. Because so this is my habit tracker. You can make something similar. So I have 6 habits. Any more than that is just too much. And then these little circles that I like fill up every time I do that habit. So make yourself a habit tracker like this. And then the first habit on the tracker needs to be the most important non-negotiable one. Okay, like even though there are a lot of areas in which you want to improve, what is one thing that even if all 5 of these go to shit and you don't do any of that, what is the one habit that if you stick to it and all of these circles are filled by the end of the month, you will know for a fact that you've had a good productive month? Okay, so for me in March, I think that habit is going to be like 4 to 5 hours of studying. Okay, like clocking in 4 5 hours. So yeah, that is going to be mine. So you need to decide what is yours. and then these habits, fill them down in like an decreasing order of like importance. Like obviously we want to do all, but that is the priority in which you do them. Okay, so it's okay if this one is a bit blank, but it's not okay if these are blank, if you know what I mean. Okay, and then after you've picked out your habits and filled out the habit tracker, you are kind of all set for April. And the only thing that's remaining is to how to actually stay on track. And a lot of you text me regarding this. So firstly, I'm not sure if I'm somebody to be taking advice on this from, because I also feel like I slack off a lot of days. But then the days that I do not slack off and I'm productive, the majority, like one major thing, is that I have someone hold me accountable. Like I will. Okay, I love thunderstorms, by the way. But yeah, continuing. The one thing that is here, that I have someone hold me accountable. I text a friend a to-do list in the morning, or I tell you guys on my stories that this is what I want to do this whole day, so that I know that I have someone to show up for, and someone that will, if not scold me, then just be disappointed. Okay, so I want more people involved. So one is try having an accountability partner, and the second thing is just sit down. Okay, reduce as much friction as you can between like starting the thing. Okay, the hardest part is just getting to the desk and opening the book. So reduce the steps to that. Have like I don't go to the library vagara for the same reason, because I don't have need to have one more barrier between me and studying, that I will study when I go there and stuff. Okay, and so yeah, just reduce the amount of steps that it requires for you to start, and have an accountability partner. And the third thing is that remember that whatever you practice, you will get good at. And this applies for bad and good stuff. So if you are, I really hope you can hear me with all the thunder. But yeah, if you are practicing the good stuff, then you will get better at it. So every day, if you like keep pushing yourself to sit to study at 9, even after college, gym, whatever, then eventually it does get a lot easier, because you have examples of your own self that I have done this before. Okay, so yeah, that is my 2 cents, or like, I don't know, what is it, 20 minutes of everything I had to say on this topic. And now I'm going to go watch this video myself and do my own planning with y'all. I know last time I had a segment where I told you my plans for the month, but I'm not going to do it this time because I just don't feel like it. But yeah, I hope you like this video, and thank you so much for watching this far, if you have. And for all the people that like leave lovely comments, like, I don't expect a lot from YouTube other than just helping you guys out in whatever way I can. But it's just really, really nice to have people like you who watch the entire thing, and I don't know, leave a like, subscribe, and everything that YouTubers tell you guys to do. Okay then, bye bye. Hope you liked the video.